Hi, we are planting seeds today. It's planting seeds time. Now this isn't the first time I've done this, but the first time I've done it under a grow light. I usually just plant them in front of my windows, right, and that kind of thing. So what we're going to do today, start off, is we're going to make our little peat things here. We're going to make them wet. We have a little peat moss in here. There we go, a little pod in there. And we're going to make them wet, and we're going to use distilled water. That's what they say, you should use distilled water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this water on here. And these will swell right up. And when they swell right up, I'll let them drain a bit, and then I'll put my seed in there. And what I'll do, and what I've done here is I've put my stop in my sink so that the water stays there. So I probably have to let it sit for an hour or so they swell right up. I don't usually use these little peat pods, but I decided to do it this time. Okay. Now you already can see how they've swelled up. This is maybe in 5 minutes time after putting the water on them. I've got this batch going, and I've got this batch. This batch is a little slower because it's a little later. So we'll show you in a few minutes when they're good and swelled up. We'll drain them, and then we'll put them in the tray and put the seeds in. So what we've done here is we've soaked these pods for about half an hour, and then we took them out of the water, and then we let them drain out in the sink, in the other sink, and then we put them in here. And we've got a little layer in here, and we've got something on the bottom so that the bottom of the pods and the containers are not right against the bottom of this. So we've got them on a little tray in there. So what I'm planting right now is some petunias, some wave petunias. They should be started quite a bit earlier. And this is what they're in. This is 25 seeds in here, or 20 seeds, sorry, in this little container. So now we're gonna just put these little seeds in my platter here and hope I can find them later. Can you see how small they are? Now I'm just going to take each one with my finger, if I can take it with my finger, and just press it in there, just a wee bit. There, that's it. And I'll do that with these 20 seeds, and then I'm going to plant some Lavaterra, and by that time we should have this flat of 48 done. Also, what I'm planning on doing this afternoon is, what I did is I took some of these containers, you know, that you buy different food in, and when you go to Costco or whatever, they have these. I cleaned them well. I took them out. I took them last summer and stored them in my garden shed. So I brought them in today, cleaned them well, soaked them in bleach water, and let them drain a bit, and then I'm going to put some of this professional mix in here. In the pods, they're just the starter mix. This is professional mix because I'm going to put onions in here. White Spanish onions, you know how they have those little spindly onions, and then you take them and you transplant them in the garden. Well, I'm starting them now. And if they do get too high, I can just cut them off the tips with a scissor till about 3 inches high, and just keep cutting them off until I can transplant them. But I'm going to put them right in here, and I'm not going to put them in special little pods. I'm going to put them in here, the ground in here, soak it good, and then just scatter my seeds in there and just lightly cover them, and hopefully that will work. So I have all my little pods ready to seeded, and I've got them all marked. These are just vegetable sticks that I save and wash in the dishwasher all the time. And I should mention, before I did any of this, I sterilized everything. I washed everything, and then put bleach water and rinsed it down, and then wiped everything. So everything's sterilized good. And now I'll put this on top of here like this. And there's some little things we can try and open in here, but for now we'll just pretty well close them right up. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to do the onions. I'll do the onions later, and I'll show you the onions when we're done with them. So what I did here is I planted some professional mix, not the starter mix, just regular professional mix, and soaked it good in these two delicatessen containers. And in one of them I planted the Spanish onions, And the other one, they're the white Spanish onions, and the other one is this, what they call the storage onion. And I plan on taking these downstairs now, putting them under the light, and then I'm going to put these two lids on them, and hopefully that they will grow. The reason I put it right in this kind of soil is I don't want to have to transfer them into the, you know, from the starter soil into the regular soil. So I'm just doing this like this, cheating, you could say, see if it's going to turn out. It's an experiment. So here we have our grow space. This one here is onions. These are our petunias and lavateras, and this is our other onions. And we have space for more. I want to put some more flowers right down here and some lettuce in a few more weeks' time. Right now it's a little early. So that's what we've got started today, and we will come back when they start sprouting. We will show you how they've sprouted, if it's a failure or if it's a success. Okay, see you again.